Or literally right where we left off last. And I need to get back down, and I'm pretty sure I have to do it down here. So let's head out. Dang it. I like that you can now rotate things within your grasp. No! I was trying to skip ahead. Hey Shadowcat, welcome. We got a couple abilities since you left yesterday. We've got Ultra Hand. Actually, you might have seen Ultra Hand. Oh no! Since I died, it didn't reset the... Oh no. It didn't reset the glider position. So anyway, I got the Ultra Hand, which fuses objects together, and I've got the Fuse, which fuses weapons together. It's kind of cool. I may be stuck up here. Oh no! It gave me the dive button, so I did it. Twitch bugged. You bugged me dying because the glider did not start gliding. And I didn't get on fast enough. So basically getting up here with the glider was a very nice and nifty thing, but definitely not where I'm supposed to be. And since I don't have the parasail, I'm kind of out of luck right now. Is there any water I can jump in? There is. There we go. So I wonder if the Zonai are highly advanced because... Well, okay. I wonder if this flying islands are are flying because the Zonai are using technology to keep them in the air, or are they just naturally like flying islands and the Zonai just inhabited them because of their technology? I cannot wait to get more stamina. Kind of sad we don't get that. Kind of restricts movements. I'm hoping we get the parasail eventually. I thought I saw that in the trailers, but I can't remember specifically. Wish I had a shoulder cam because Hobbs is sitting on my desk right now. He'll do this at like 1 a.m. But I don't have a camera that can reach over there. Ooh, deer. Whoa. Why is she floating though? So she's charging up the ultra shot is basically what's going on. Hey, time reversal. Okay. Zelda has vanished as well. What you just saw, it's a mystery even to me. Perhaps it was a sort of echo, one that reflects her sheer will. Now that you've been given this ability, no doubt it will prove important. Okay. Oh. Okay, I can't use it in the air. I thought I could freeze time for a sec. I wonder if there's any way to speed it up, because this is pretty slow. Cool. It's pretty nifty. I feel like we've used abilities like this before in Zelda games. I think Skyward Sword had some time abilities, right? Like in a dungeon or in a temple. Goddess statue smiles upon me. Do I not have enough? I don't have enough. Okay. I need one more blessing. This door stands as a test of your own overall vitality. You remain in a weakened state. You are not yet strong enough to open it. But there is one more shrine on this island. There you can get another blessing. You add that to the other blessings you received at the shrines and offer to the goddess, you can do exactly what you know how to do from Breath of the Wild. Let me see the PP. Nice. Nice Glock, bro. The PP lets you travel to certain places instantly. Oh, nice. Let me just whip this out. Is this what you're talking about? Device dispenser. Okay. And a mining cave. I think I've been there. Oh, you know what? Multicam. Oh, hey. This is the Shrine of Awakening. And I can use the time reversal already. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get up there. Didn't I do it already? I can't remember. Maybe it was slow just because the object was slow to begin with. It's possible. Okay, so I can't jump onto that to climb it. Can I climb this? No. Nuts. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I have abilities. I have another ability. It's the Ascendance. F13, we're on the same wavelength. I literally just remembered. Hobbs. Hobbs is going to... he's going somewhere. I don't know where he's going. Hello, Zero Forever. Oh, no! I wasn't paying attention. That's very cool. I'm like swimming through time. Oh, everything reverses. Weird. Cool. Whoa. I think I just went the hard way. This is a crystal refinery. We'll take your crystallized charges and use them to produce energy wells. The production will require at least 100 charges. Return when you have collected the sufficient amount. Okay. Wait, did he say charges? Is it the small ones or the crystallized ones? Sort. By type. Didn't I have crystallized charge? Oh, here they are. Okay. Yeah, I've only got 10 of them. Stone Tato! Hey, pop up. I'm gonna run out here for a sec, see if there's anything good. It's definitely the right way to go, I think, because they just told me to warp there, and then immediately they provide a place for me to use the recall. And there was no way to get up here anyway. What's down there? I wonder if I'm going to get out of the shrine at a lower spot. Let's go upstairs first. Whoa, look at that grip. Link is a master rock climber. No hands. Luca left me as well. Nice. Just in case I screw up the last 3 wings that are out below on the patio. There's got to be a Korok seed up here, right? There we go. I really like the bells ringing off in the distance. It's very nostalgic. The college I went to had a chapel with giant bells, and they would ring it for the time. So pretty much all throughout college, I was hearing these bells, no matter when I was studying, in class, whatever. Hey, I'm Blink Soul, welcome. How am I liking Tears of the Kingdom so far? It's amazing. I'm not missing anything, am I? Oh, you know what? I still need it. Oh. Ah! Shit. Shit. Oh. I'm wasting time. Okay, now I get why they have little shadows. For the items that are actually being reversed, because now you know where it's going to go and you can kind of see it. So I've got some clock hands. Big progress has been made. I have a shirt. Yes, I do. I'll take arrows anytime. Morning, Chris. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Because they stay in tandem with each other. That's cool. I liked it. Pop-Up, you got me searching behind every sage now. So if that's the male and female Zonai on the right and left, how come the male ears are like... Makes him look like a dinosaur. Maybe one day there'll be something. Yeah, probably out in the wild. I wonder if there's going to be stone potatoes on in Hyrule, like on the ground. That's not a Zonai. That's the Hylian who was DTF. Oh, you know what? That's probably true. That probably was a Hylian. Okay, now that I'm up here, I'm gonna try and get to that other side. Oh, never mind. That's really far away. I don't have enough charges to get there. I keep forgetting which buttons to use. That's how Zelda was made, a Hylian and a Zoni. You know? Who knows? Oh wait, I can glide without the fan. I thought it was falling. Okay. That's cool. Nosedive, please. Nosedive. Oh, no! Okay. Water! Yay! Hey, okay, that's cool. I like how they added the diving capability. Where's the glider though? Is it gonna just fall out of the sky? Or is that it? Yep, that's it. Oh, it disappeared. Okay, that's funny. Hang on. Excuse me. I waited to take my allergy medicine this morning, and that was a mistake. Big mistake. Might get shot down like a spy balloon. It's just like F-17s just boom, boom. That was some of the first lore we learned. It was Union. Yeah, I do remember that vaguely. Yeah. I remember overthinking about the word union, and I was like, what do they mean by union? Wait, I can stick stuff to that? Oh, I can't take it out here. Dang it. I was going to try and stick a glider on the edge of this paddle so that I could stop it from moving, just break it. Do I know how to shield surf? I do. Hey Miyuki. Why is the fart sound disabled? Because we disabled them yesterday, and I think they just haven't been enabled again. Stick a Korok to there and waterboard it. Nice, that's right, you can. I guess, wait, you can't stasis the Koroks, but you can move their, if they've got a backpack. You should fuse a bomb flower to your shield and then jump on it. Oh, dude, is that like canon speedrun strat? Hydrate, thank you. Go and bring peace to the world. Okay. Plus one. Hang on. Oh, it works! Oh my gosh! No! That's so good. Can I get, okay, I'm gonna waste time, guys. I apologize, but I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna go all the way down. I'll do it right here. Or should I? Yeah, I'll do it right here. Okay, it doesn't quite work. I need to have forward momentum. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Oh, that makes me so happy. I mean, I broke my shield, but that's worth it. Constitution check. Hey, DeWolf. Oh, good morning. Well, I guess it's afternoon for all of us. Except for Chris Quartz over here. Hey, Musa. How was the last 2 hours of stream last night? Did you get the big temple guy with the goat guy? That's where we're at right now. Are you gonna King of Hyrule me and leave?
ゼルダの言った通りだった。あの子をよろしく頼むよ。
Yep. Rauru. I wanted to say your name poorly throughout the rest of the game. Link's gonna have abandonment issues. You know, I don't want to know how many issues Link's got. I wonder if this is Princess Zelda. Oh, it's probably the communication. See you, Mine Train. Have a good night. People leave. We're reversing time on the Master Sword. Wow, they're really just diving into the time aspects. Oh! She's on the ground. So is Link stuck in some kind of like sacred ancient dimension? Or is it just kind of a teleporter? I can never remember the dragon's names, if that's Lanayru or... not Lanayru, Faye, I don't remember any of their names, I guess. Link.
リンク、私を探して。
Cool. Can I do the glide now? Do the glide now. I could probably warp back up here. Oh, there's water. Don't tell me I can jump down. This is like a mile up. Or maybe like half a mile up. I'm doing it. No. It's gonna let me not, like, hit the water. It was too shallow. I was gonna meme it and just hit the ground, but I was like, at the last second, I was like, nah, I'll get in the water. But then I still screwed up. How come all these geodesic, like, what are these called? The shale rock formations? Basalt? They're like basalt, columnar basalt. These didn't exist in, before. Rip Link's neck. Honestly, if you hit the ground, if you hit the water with any kind of speed, it's just as good as concrete. Like, it's so dangerous. Do not jump. Like, more than 50 feet above the water, it's very dangerous to do so. Picking flowers, dude? Whoa. Alright. Alright. Whoa, he's actually collecting apples. I feel bad. Oh, okay, so they're rebuilding. I feel like I shouldn't be taking these supplies. Restoration materials. Use these materials for your building needs. Come find us if you'd like a dream home. Pretty sure the force would have crushed your skull. Yeah. This is new. Stam bulb? Oh, it had a blossom. That's why it was just a leak. So have you stopped attaching rocks to your shield? Absolutely not. My shield's almost dead, though. I wonder what that is. It's a spicy pond. Oh, wrong dodge. Is this gonna be like Fable, build a home, have a life, not just be a hero? That would be cool. I would love that. Oh, and I didn't get hurt! I didn't get hurt! Hell yeah. Thanks for the lurk, Miyuki. Boomy zoomy. I wonder if they shoot... Wait, did I blow up both? I did not. Okay. This is... What are those called? They're potato grenades. The German stick grenades. It looks like a giant hand grenade. I feel like I'm gonna die if I swing this. Hang on, I gotta start clipping some of this stuff. Let me turn on the OBS clipper. There we go. Has anybody actually figured out if this game is supposed to be based before or after? It's after. 100% after. That's why the construction company, they're the ones that you build Terrytown with. Can I pause this, dude? I'm gonna get him. No! Oh, frick! Link can handle it. If you ever watched the game theory episodes about his arm should have been ripped off by many of the tools he uses. Yeah. Considering you own a physical copy, why don't you play the game on PC? Because it's a gray area. Oh, I love this game already. I love this game already. That turned out about as expected. That's right, DeWolf, thanks. I just found out Twitch is releasing a new feature to be able to clip things and turn it into a vertical format so I can make shorts. And it'll allow me to take my camera area window and put it as the top part of the clip. And then I can choose a vertical slice of the video. And that's really cool. So if, you know, the clips that you guys make, I can use. Oh, it just reverted me. Oh, and I get another chance at the bunny. Okay, cool. Now, is he looking my way? He's not. What? Okay, what am I supposed to do? Maybe it's just leading me to the den? Maybe I should hold off on using the bomb stick. Oh, but it saved my progress. Okay, cool. Let's switch weapons. That's cool. Flamethrower sword. I hope you can upgrade your bomb or your battery levels. Hoblin horn. Horriblin. Dude. I gotta say, the whole fusing mechanic kind of changes the game, 100%. Spent 100 crystals on, I think, to get a little bit more battery life. Okay, that's what I figured. The energy cells are probably expanding the battery life. But, you know, I couldn't confirm that until I actually do it. Did somebody drop on me? Or was it just water? Oh, you know what? I gotta remember this ascend ability. I mean, I did remember it now, but... Link is lucky he doesn't have to worry about bacteria. You know what? I really love that they let you choose what to drop. I gotta keep the stick because I can put an explosive on the end of it and throw it like a javelin. Zucchini tacos sounds amazing. I'm pretty sure the frog is eating the bunnies. And that's why they're escaping, because they're like spiritual things, not like actual like bunnies to be eaten. Wonder if you can use it in this cave to get out of the top of the mountain. That's a good call. I'm gonna have to check that out, and you know, next time I'm in a cave. I'm not gonna go back right now because I want to throw a bomb on these enemies. I'm gonna get on top of this and distract them. Then I'll throw the bomb at them. You know what? I don't have to climb now. Well, I've got it open already. Oh, he's running. Come and get me. That's one big dude. Okay, so that worked. I didn't die this time. How come they confuse stuff together? They don't have a sacred ability. Boss Bokoblin Horn. There we go. Can't carry any more shields. How many shields can I carry? Oh, I guess that's reasonable. Hydrate, thank you. I could not play the Assassin's Creed games after Assassin's Creed 3. Or 2. I can't remember. The one in Italy. I like that the fire fruit grow just out in the random. Like just out in the world. Ooh, this is an actual settlement, or is this an enemy camp? The Ezio Saga, yeah. I was just not a fan of escort missions, and that's basically the whole game. I get easily bored and don't finish many games. I like open worlds that I can do what I want. Me too. I do like story-based games, but they're kind of like more like movies, and so I kind of have to vet the game in advance. Watch reviews and stuff, make sure I'm not wasting my time. For that reason, I like indie games, like small indie games, a lot more, because they don't make you invest as much. I guess I really don't... If games are going to be designed to keep the disc in the console or in the, you know, in the whatever, keep the game on the screen, then I have no issue dropping them if they're not good. Because it's like, don't do that to me. Like, you do not get to decide how I spend my time. So if you're going to waste my time to try and keep me getting in the game, then, you know, give me the freedom to choose to stay in the game. Link, it's you. You're back. Where have you been? Last anyone saw either you or Princess Zelda was when you went to investigate the gloom. And then the castle rose into the sky and everyone's so worried about what happened to both of you. Pura has nearly worn herself out trying to figure out where you two went. Pura is working in that large building over there. Please report to her right away. She'll want to know you're all right. Oh, let's see now. Oh, it's you. Your arrival is sure to cause a bit of stir. Oh, but you probably needed something, didn't you? Well, if this is your first visit, go talk to that soldier in the center of our little fort. The first thing I thought of was, crap, what's the town in, is it the Hyrule Castle town in Ocarina of Time? Like, you go through the door, and the first thing you do is go to the right and smash all those pots. I was hoping they would do that. Fuse, please. It's gonna take me a while to fuse things. Like, get used to fusing things. Horse when? I know exactly, Musa. She wants to see your pee-pee and inspect it. Do a little maintenance. A new face! Hey, it's your first time at my store, right? It's the only place to shop here in Lookout Landing. I know it looks a little thrown together, but I stock a nice selection of goods. Buy my stuff.
Oh.
Now, how much is everything worth? Like stone. I feel like everything is valuable. Like, everything is useful. So I don't really want to... Ooh! I'll sell a ruby. That's worth 110. Okay, so amber doesn't really do anything. Maybe it does more damage when you attach it to an arrow. Contains the power of water.
Ah. Oh.
Come from a small fishing town called Lurelin Village. I remember Lurelin Village. Pirates. Do I get to fight pirates? Do I actually get to fight humanoid people? In-game challenge, you must find the doggo and pet the doggo. Could you pet the dog in Breath of the Wild? I don't think you could. I remember that was kind of a problem.
Oh. Ah.
You could, okay. Maybe I didn't figure it out the first time and that's what I remember. I keep on trying to use up on the D-pad. Hello? Ah, don't touch that. The well is still under construction, so please steer clear for now. If you fell in, it'd be a whole thing. Huh? Huh? I thought that might be you, Link. Wow, what a relief. You're safe. I've been really worried about you. Where have you been? Sorry, I'm just relieved you're back. So you know Purra's here, right? You gotta see her right away if you haven't yet. But wow, I can't even tell you how happy I am to see you here at Lookout Landing. Okay. Fine, I guess I won't jump in the well to see if there's anything in there. Wow, what a pleasant morning. Hey, you, where have you been? Doggy percent. I did not. If it's a secret achievement to pet all the dogs in Breath of the Wild, I guess I didn't 100% Breath of the Wild. Don't answer that. Tell me later. For now, you should hurry and talk to Purra. She's been in a tizzy ever since you and the princess disappeared. She's in the building with the telescope up on the 2nd floor. Go see her, will ya? Wait a minute. What do you think you're doing? Josha needs that for her chasm research. Don't touch any of it without her permission. You'll get in big trouble. I'll get in big trouble if you do. Pose. Okay, so they've added pose to the game. That's kind of cool. Is this the telescope? It is not. There it is. So balloon things that fell from the sky are called Zonai devices. There's still so much we don't know about them. But trust my boss Purr to take a thing we know so little about and turn it into something useful. She's a creative genius. Wow. I think they want you to talk to Purra. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. Exploring. This is what I do. No, backseeing is fine. As long as you understand I can not listen to you. That hair, those eyes. Doc! Dr. Purra! The swordsman! The swordsman has returned! The swordsman. That's such like a Yojimbo style. Whoa! She grew up.
あんた今までどこに
Linky, you're not a ghost, are you? That looks interesting. I guess it makes sense that she would grow up. I just didn't know how much time had passed in the game. One step at a time. What exactly happened here? She is like 150 years old. Or no more. No, yes, 150 years old. She was totally being sarcastic. I would explore myself, which is fine. I was just letting you know. So when you and Princess Zelda go beneath the Hyrule Castle, You discover a mysterious mummy. Last time on Legend of Zelda. This is a filler recap episode, isn't it?
城が浮いたり遺跡がたくさん降ってきて大騒ぎだったのはその時だね。
Then later you wake up on Sky Island saved by the arm that was stuck to the mummy. Hey Green A. How's it going? Pariza. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. And learn that your new arm belonged to someone named Raru. Master Sword disappears. You hear the princess's voice and find your way here. Then... Are you saying you came from up there? This Raru you met. I think that's what the first king of Hyrule was named. F13, you might be right. Are they the one and the same? So much of this doesn't make sense yet. But I'm certain that the mummy you found under the castle must be related to the upheaval. The castle rising up, the ruins falling down from the sky. The mummy must be connected to it somehow. And then there's the most important detail of it all. You're sure that you heard this princess speak to you? She gave you a clear message to find her? If that truly was the princess, that means she's alive. Maybe she's trapped underneath the castle and needs help. That settles it. I know you only just returned, Link, but I need you to meet with the search party up by Hyrule Castle. They've been searching tirelessly for you two. The captain in charge of the search is named Hawes. Work with him to find the princess as soon as you can. I know that Mummy may still be lurking somewhere around there, which is concerning to say the least, but we have more immediate problems to deal with right now. I'm counting on you, Linky. Cool. I really need to find the parasail. Glad I survived that. Link! Glad to have you back, Link. My name is Scorpus. I've been charged with managing Lookout Landing. If you have any questions about the place at all, come right to me. I'll answer the best I can. Now please, allow me to open up the emergency shelter. Did she grow up or did she grow up herself? I don't know. That's a good question. Hey, it's me. Open up. This is a bomb shelter for, you know, Ganon's interballistic missiles. This underground vault used to be an emergency shelter for the royal family. Now we're making constant use of it. Feel free to make yourself at home. Oh, it's you. Pardon me for being lost in my work here. This map tends to get all my attention. I'm interested in the different peoples of Hyrule and where they live. That's my entire field of study. When I'm out in deployment with the monster control crew, I spend hours poring over our maps. As such, I'm the most knowledgeable in Lookout Landing about Hyrule's various peoples and their towns, villages. I work with the monster controls crew. We're tasked with protecting everyone from monsters. I'm really not the most skilled in combat. Instead, I use my knowledge. There's been an increase in unfamiliar monsters since the upheaval as well. Be careful out there. Cool. Nope, nope, nope. Not going near chasms anymore. Nasty gloom, it's everywhere. Making everyone sick. Making me sick. Glad I ate the yellow plant stuff from the gloom specialist. Any more gloom and I'd be canoeing down old Death River. Worked my tail off for Joshua. Kid runs circles around her and Robbie. She loves research. Me? I'm sick to death of chasm research. At least I'm starting to feel better, but I think I'll lie low and keep lying here. I know that face. And any face I know is a face of a friend. Please, Link, help yourself to anything in the shelter. It's all yours to use as you see fit. Don't you dare go making a mess of this place and kicking up dust. I spent so much time cleaning in here and there's still endless amounts of dust. Where does all this dust come from anyway? Isn't 90% of dust like human skin cells? Or maybe that's in a house. I wouldn't know about a cave or a dungeon. Hey, are you new here? You may scoff, but I know a fresh face when I see one. I can say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name's Bermano, and they put me in charge of cooking for some reason. I want to say something fancy like, for today's menu we have fruit and mushroom mix. That'll rev you right up. I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples. If I don't have my most important ingredient, say goodbye to rich, full flavor. Why do they always smell it on me? That's really creepy. You really are generous. Like if you first crack at some grub. I'm calling it Bermano's Special Fruit and Mushroom Mix. Very nice. Used one apple and one mushroom, huh? Aliens just have strong sniffers. Yeah. Boko Reaper. That's intense. Is there anything else actually in here? Large holes appeared all over the world. They release gloom, as known as chasms. Physically harmful. Evacuate the chasms. Okay, talk to Josha. Hey, WJD. How's it going? I am not hearing the never give up. Let me refresh the sound alerts. There we go. Who needs a ladder? We have them all. Yeah, exactly. Okay, who was Joshua again? Mondi, okay. Want a closer whip of this weapon, I take it. Look at this, I made it for fighting off monsters. Pretty neat, huh? Our iron weapon's decayed and there's a lack of equipment around here, so I stuck a rock to the end of a long stick. Leroy Jenkins, huh? Was that a test or is that just like old? I'm guessing you're doing that, DeWolf. No clipping? It's an ascend ability. Hydrate, thank you, W. W. Oops. I don't have time to climb things. And there's nothing up here. Okay, so who was Joshua again? Was it the dude standing by the emergency shelter? Was me. I want to make sure sound alerts are back up. Cool. Thank you. This is Scorpus. Basically, I want to go talk to Joshua to get whatever I need to go gloom or chasm surveying. So I'm assuming they have some kind of good thing. Oh. I was hoping to jump up. That castle? Oh, that's right. Isn't that what they said? Where am I? Adventure log, okay. I'll just go do that. Why not? I would love, well, actually I'm going to do this. I'm gonna go do some grinding to get, not grinding, but I'm gonna go find a bunch of shrines so I can get more health and stuff. It's hard to believe these ruins just fell from the sky. That's why the basalt formations are all over the place. They just fell down. It's hard to believe these, the Age of Legends. So strange, huh?
Oh.
Per is investigating the upheaval. She'll find clues. Hello. This is a crystal refinery. You can take your crystallized charges and turn it into energy wells. Okay, so I don't have enough yet. Nice. Okay, so that's so convenient. They're just all scattered around, so I can upgrade stations. Ah. Oh. President Hudson, are you okay? Oh, he's the president now. Oh no, what have I done? All right, I'm sorry, Mr. President. I won't let you fall over again. No, it's just a sign, but I have great respect for President Hudson. So I pin the blame on you. Unforgivable. Okay. You haven't heard about Mr. Hudson? He's the president of our construction company. He's the one appointed by the princess herself. She placed him in charge of putting those material caches everywhere, and now he's shouldering Hyrule's restoration. Of course, he's the founder of Hudson Construction, besides all that. I'm right in the middle of President Hudson's epic tale of heroism. Well, fine. What was I doing here? I don't want the others getting jealous, so I haven't spread this around, but President Hudson gave me an extra special mission. That's to put up these signs all over the place to let everyone know that Hudson Construction is a big deal. These aren't your ordinary signs, as you can clearly see. These portray Mr. Hudson himself in great detail. Noble, glorious detail. It's unforgivable for even one of these to fall over, even in rainy weather. Okay, it's not a flag, dude. Pledge to support him, okay. Kind of over this guy. Got so many more signs to spread around. I don't know what to do. Try letting go. What? Are you going to support him? Alright, I'll let go. Unforgivable! Well, it's his sign that sucks. Have you ever thought putting the pole in the middle of the sign? Just a thought. Narcissistic Hudson much? I don't think, I'm guessing it's that guy who's exaggerating the tale because Hudson is just a dude, like from Breath of the Wild. Maybe he's changed though. Who knows? Oh, maybe I can help him. That's a good call, Pop-Up. You scared me. What are you doing out here in the rain? The Hyrule Castle chasm is nearby. It's dangerous, don't you know? For all I know, this shrine can be dangerous too. I'd say most things are dangerous these days. More like chasms, the creepy openings in the ground. In this area, they're beneath Hyrule Castle and to the south of Lookout Landing. I heard that members from the research team went rooting around in some and ended up in a bad way. It's best to steer clear. Let's go help that dude really quick. There was a post, right? I could just attach the post. Also, you can't just dig the pole into the ground. Oh yeah, seriously. Maybe I need to... He's standing. How is the president standing? That was brilliant. I would never have thought of it. You're a construction employee. Let's get him secured while he's standing. Perfect. With your help, President Hunson is standing proudly and firmly in place. Fills my heart with joy. Take this with my thanks. Also, you must be hungry. Veggie rice balls. Soggy veggie rice balls. Sleepover ticket. Reward for collecting pony points. The stables have a rewards program now. I could other places to put up more signs. With that, I'm off. Walls slick from rain are hard to climb. Wait, did it say there's a slip reduction tool or gear? Because that would be awesome. Their long necks. The shrine purifies the ancient evil. Heed my instruction. Use the side hop to avoid enemy attacks. There we go. Do backflip. Okay, I should probably not waste my weapon. Oops. I'm being very impatient. I apologize. Build up power and then release it to unleash a charge attack. Your mastery's techniques has earned you access. Proceed within. Yeah, I've been here before. Let's go. Zonite sword. I will drop the rock hammer. Nothing behind. Cool. The shrines are going to take a long time, and that's going to be kind of unfortunate with how many, the fact that it takes 4 for every upgrade, heart or stamina. But I'm here for it. I'm ready. Whoa, was that open before? How could I have missed it? We're close to the chasm here. It's dangerous, don't you know? Okay. Jeez. Link, is that really you? When did you get out from the castle? I'm so ashamed of I've been on watch duty here this whole time and I didn't see you at all. Really got to get serious about my training. Captain Hawes doesn't know that you're back, does he, Link? You should report to him right away. He's on the gate tower on the top of the hill, past the tower lower gates. I'm sure the captain will be just as surprised to see you as I was. Huh. Huh? Who's there? Hey, this area is off limits while we conduct our research for Princess Zelda and Link. Can't just come wandering in here like that. Link? It's you? Sorry, I had no idea you had returned. But if you're back, does that mean we don't need the search party anymore? Huh. You should go talk to Captain Hawes. Okay, so we don't have... Okay, you can't go that high. That's unfortunate. Link? No, it can't be him. Can't allow anyone past here. This area is restricted to those involved in the search for Princess Zelda. Direct order of Captain Hawes. If you insist on passing, you'll need permission from the captain. Should be in the first gatehouse up at the end of this road. All right. How are you supposed to be searching for Link and Princess Zelda if you don't know what he looks like? Hey, T90. How's it going? It's going good. We're just chilling out playing. The game's really good so far. Okay. Can't lift the gate. That's unfortunate. We've turned up nothing in here that would help us find the princess. You're the spinning image of Link. Bet if Captain Haas saw you, he'd be so startled he might even fall off the gatehouse over there. Wow. What an astute observation. Is it Blood Moon already? Yes, it is. Wait. Did I go the wrong way? Witness the blood moon's rise.
汝の光がこの地を照らすとき、魔物どもの魂を再び肉体を取り戻す。さながら古の大戦のごとく、再びこの地を席巻する。
That feels epic. Did you come up here to look for Princess Zelda too? You're open to help anyway, but the captain's way on top of the gatehouse there. Doesn't look like he's coming down anytime soon. Just like I thought, the weapons here have all decayed too. Wonder if there are any intact weapons left anywhere in the world. It's a new face. During the evil, all the weapons, swords, etc. just suddenly decayed. We've explored many regions in search of weapons that might still be intact. They're also in real pain to repair, so the best thing to do is strengthen them. I wonder if I can recall on them. I don't know if I have to let it run out all the way. You'd think they would have found a way to stop the Blood Moon by now? I guess so. Hey, Blue. So recall doesn't work on them, unfortunately. What do you mean this won't work? What the heck? I'll call shenanigans. I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link, is that you? You're alive and all in one piece, it looks like. Does that mean Princess Zelda is safe too? What a relief. Hang on, you're alone? But you heard the princess calling out to you and you're here to help with the search? I see. Or maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda.
Oh.
I'm relieved to see you come up here and help us out, though. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit dead in the water. Captain, it's Princess Zelda! What? Just randomly? Wait. What? You saw that too, Link. The Princess Zelda turned into light and fly off? How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Purah know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Purah about what happened here as soon as possible. Okay. Or maybe I need to have a sail. What if I put a sail on the cart? That's going to be used by speedrunners, that extra momentum. You're telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle and then she transformed into light and flew off? Gotta say, your stories are always so wild. But if you're telling me what you saw, then I've got to believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts and dig into the upheaval, for now at least. Already got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about when she flew off as we look around. Oh yeah, you've still got the PP, right? Can I see it? Can I see your PP for a second? It's a little worse for wear, but seems to be functioning fine. Map, map, map. Aha! Alright, I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add map data from right around Lookout Landing. For that, we need the Skyview Tower. Josha, what's the status of the Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. That's Josha. Let me see. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. But the travel point is still undergoing final adjustments. The travel point needs tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. The emergency shelter is just the spot for you. It has free beds and a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. If you want more info, talk to the soldiers watching everything from the center, right where the emergency shelter entrance is. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. I'll be over there. Sticky. That's funny. Okay, Doc, you can count on me. Oh wait, we gotta talk to Josha. Oh, thank you. Fell asleep. What's the purpose of the cart? Oh, just building. I was hoping to find a better way to get across, you know. I don't actually want to read that right now. I was trying to find a better way to get across fields and stuff. the frog. Maybe Joshua went to start working on the tower? Can we talk about chasms? Nope, that's Pura. Whatever, I guess I'll talk to Pura. It'd be cool if mods could could run a command to turn off scenes. Well, that's a source. We could definitely figure that out. I think I could expose my OBS scene, like OBS localhost, to like some Azure functions, and if you guys had like a buttons somewhere to press that would hit up the Azure functions, then I could use an event grid to subscribe to those events. And then, it works pretty fast. It's a thing you can do. Do I use something like StreamerBot? I do not. We could take a look at it. Chris, if you could put that in either suggestions or in the mod channel, we could figure it out. I was thinking you could link it to a Stream Elements command. I wouldn't want it to clog up chat though, so that's the only thing. That should do it. Hey Link, you all set? I just wrapped up here myself. The travel point is working fine now, or it will be once you do your part. We're ready, Joshua. Pull the switch. Oh, she's up there.
Hi.
It's a giant gun. Whoa, what is with that tornado up there? The cyclone, I mean. The beacons of Lookout Tower! The beacons of Hyrule are lit! Hyrule calls for aid.
Ooh.
All the Skyview towers have now been activated. Okay, Link, your turn. Go on, put the PP over on that terminal. The Skyview Tower is now active on your map. That means you can now travel to this point here anytime instantly. Same is true for every Skyview Tower you add to your Puripad. Impressive, right? But Skyview Towers are more than just about traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. The PP works with the Skyview Towers and the scans to scan the topography directly on the map. Pretty great, huh? Only thing you need is a paraglider when you're scanning. It takes a lot of skill and nobody here has what it takes. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested this out yet. We needed you. Which brings us to this. Hell yeah. Right. It's showtime. Let's start with this test scan. Now it's time for our very first test lunch. I mean, our first test. Just step over there into the circle and find me afterward, alright? I'll be observing from the research lab. When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. And I'll also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck. Doctor? Doc Ock? What's going on? All that to just install a USB USB cord. That's cool. Also, super dangerous place to be putting a winch. Surface map updated. So this is the new tower system. Sky map updated.
The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't.
I should talk to Joshua first because they said the yellow plant, the yellow plant like cures the gloom. So, dang it. Oh, Jaisa. Happy falling, Link. I'm gonna blast you in the sky now. Have fun. I know, right? So what's the story so far? Ganon back? Well, so far he's just a mummy that we know of. I mean, it's Ganon, for sure. And he was sealed away by Raru, which was the goat dude. He was like some kind of sacred hero, and the Calamity Ganon was because of the malice of that mummy, as far as we know, as far as I know. And yeah, we released him accidentally, or he got released, and then the Sky Island started falling to the ground, and that's why there's technology on the ground. And now we're looking for Zelda. Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Good, that map is crucial to our research. The sky towers in every region in the world. There are sky towers in every region. You want to make a point of visiting them all. Let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of other strange phenomena have come in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. Okay, Hebra, Eldin, Southwest, Gerudo, Lanayru. Strange phenomena are concentrated in these 4 regions. Can't say for certain, but I've got nagging suspicion we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomena. Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It's about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That is pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay, but this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in their search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more than the goings-on in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to the Rito Village. If you do go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help out in some way too. I'll be here directing a variety of investigations into the upheavals, many chasms, and new ruins. I'll be looking into different villages. Someone somewhere might know what's happened to the princess. I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomena. We'll find Princess Zelda. Sorry, I can't talk now. Gotta discuss goggles right away about our research into the chasms. Okay, fine. Look at this. You're the one I saw flying through the sky. It's great to meet the first one ever to be launched from a Skyview tower. A real historic moment. Oh, he's a pelican. Hey, what's your name? Link, you say? Hold on here. Really? Your name is Link? Hey, buddy. You got the same name as that famous swordsman. Huh? Good for you. Big name to live up to, though. I'm Penn, by the way. I work for the Lucky Clover Gazette. I'm writing an article about this event so folks everywhere will know about the Skyview towers being activated. I better get to work. Our newspaper is short on staff, so I've had to flap all over the place to cover the news. We could use another reporter. You should join us. Seem like a brave type. That's all it takes.
Oh.
Newspaper is based in Hebra. You'll find it near the bridge that leads to Rito Village. Zapow! Everyone's casually walking around in a thunderstorm. Oh, can I buy stuff now? Can I buy clothing? Oh, Hylian stuff. Okay.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Hylian trousers for 120. So I do have to sell some more.
Ah. Oh.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna sell the ruby.
Oh.
So I have the fire flowers.
Ah. Oh. Ah.
Okay, that soundbite is a little bit much. Oh, 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 ah, oh. I love it. I am the Skort Bandit. I'll Greco all over your face. What is that shiny bit? Oh, it's the Skyview Tower. Wasn't gonna make the joke, but yes, yes it is. Okay, there was a gloom area over here, but I'm guessing I don't have what I need to actually like clear them right now. I bet I have to have another ability, like some kind of sacred ability. Really should make potions. I've got monster parts now, so I can do much more. Of course, Luke comes back as soon as I put the camera. As soon as I move the camera. Let me see if I can set up the other cat cam without him getting disrupted. There we go. We have achieved peace. A windy device. Easy peasy squeezy lemon yeezy. Yeah. Redact that part. There we go. What? What's all this then? Man was clipping into the side. I feel like I've missed the chest. Where's the chest in this one? Oh, here it is. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-na. Of course, Luca lies down on the one part that's not a camera. And in order to not... There we go. It's a little faster. I couldn't explain